Hey, what's up guys? This is iSithKills, otherwise known as Nick, and today we got a full-on tutorial on the zombie custom map, Poop of the Dead. And this is going to be a simple one, but I noticed that there's not really any tutorials or strategy guides for this, and this is more of a strategy map / challenge map, so I wanted to do one. Now, if you do get this last stall here, I would suggest restarting, to be honest. Headshots is a little wonky on the last stall. And plus the interact when you get into the boss fight, it's a little wonky on this side, to be honest. So if you do get the stall, I would restart if you don't want to. It's not that difficult for the headshots. It's just that mainly it's a little wonky on this side for the interact for the boss fight. First thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and activate the green toilet paper, which will give you the poop kills, which you have to get 6 of them. Doesn't take too long, usually just takes a grenade or 2 and you'll get this one completed. Next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and try to get these sinks, because if you dirty up the sinks you get 1,000 points per sink. This is another reason why I would suggest restarting. Is a little bit hard to get the other 2 sinks all the way on the left hand side. That's an extra 2,000 points you could get if you were in the middle stall. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and activate the blue toilet paper, which will be the plunger kills. And you need to get 24 kills for this one. While you're completing this, don't forget to unblock the toilet. And then also, if you do have the money, start spending it, because you do want to get the toilet to gold. And how you get it to gold is spinning it and then also completing the challenges. Once the plunger challenge is completed, go ahead and I would just finish out the round. No point in starting the headshot challenge in the middle of the round or towards the end of the round. It'll just mess up for timing. Everything is timed on this, so I think for the headshots it gives you like maybe 2 minutes, and same thing for the plunger and the poop. And once you complete the plunger challenge, you will get the zombie shield, just FYI. Also, because I know I didn't mention it already, you definitely want to keep starting weapon, the executioners, which is the guns I'm holding right now. And you definitely want to pack it because it's a major DPS gun for the boss, and it helps a ton on headshots. So definitely keep this starting weapon. Once you do get to the end of the round, go ahead and shoot the pink toilet paper, and this will be for your headshots. I would suggest shooting it and then also just waiting until the spawns come and then interacting with it, so it gives you a little bit more time. You don't want to interact with it too soon, because it does take a little bit for the zombies to spawn. As you can see, it actually gives you 1 minute and 55 seconds, and you got to shoot like 48 headshots. So kind of take your time with it. As you can see, I was kind of getting used to this stall because it's the first time I was in it, but after a while you just basically start shooting the minute you see them and you get the headshot. But I didn't start figuring that out till later on. It did take a couple of tries for this. I did fail it a couple of times just because it was like literally 7 seconds and I had like 1 more kill left to do or whatever. But once you do get enough headshots, you will get a max ammo gobblegum, and you know you completed it. Now, as far as the toilet is concerned, the toilet can give you weapons or perks. So just to let you know, you definitely want to at least spin once per round, if not twice per round, just to see if you can get a decent weapon or perk. What kind of weapon you're looking for really is some type of shotgun or explosive, just in case you don't get like a rocket launcher, just in case you don't get like the thunder gun for the boss fight. The Wonder Waff is useless. If you get the Wonder Waff, it's even useless in here. Like, I try to shoot it on the ground outside this door, it didn't connect, and I tried to shoot it at the spawn window, it didn't connect, and it almost killed me when the zombies came in the door. So if you get the Waff, try to get rid of it as fast as possible. The Venom X is decent. It does take a little bit of a delayed explosion, and in IW you can activate the explosion. Here you can't. It's just like 2 seconds and then it explodes. And then I also got the Acid Gat, which the Acid Gat is really good. I just don't know if it's good in the boss fight because it didn't allow me to take it in. But yeah, so those are the 4 wonder weapons you can get. And you only can get the wonder weapons in my runs when you actually turn the toilet to the heavenly toilet, which is after you turn it to gold. Now, once you completed all the challenges, you'll notice that the toilet paper is now black. So what you're going to go ahead and do is, once you're ready, you can interact with the toilet paper to start the ultimate challenge, which is 12 poop kills, 48 plunger melees, and then 125 overall kills. It does give you 4 minutes and 10 seconds to complete the challenges. Usually this one's not too difficult because you're doing that a later round, so the zombie spawns are a little bit better. Just keep in mind when you're doing the plunger kills, do a quick step back as you melee. That way you don't lunge into the zombie and have that animation where it can get you killed. So just try your best, and if you do get in trouble, use your ammo. Once you finish with the plunger kills, you can just go ahead and kill them any way you want. But what I would suggest here is trying to save your ammo. So if you can plunger. If you are running ammo, you can back up, and you have better, well, you only can get power-ups if they're in your area. So you kind of have to let them in and hope and pray you get a power-up. But that's the only way you can get power-ups, is if they're in your stall. And once you complete the challenge, you will now have the heavenly toilet paper completed. All challenges done. Now it's all about making the heavenly toilet. And once you do complete the challenges, you will get the golden toilet. And all you need to do is, once you're ready and you have the gun that you want, as far as your secondary and primary, you're going to get meal kick when you do change it to the heavenly toilet, because all you need to do is plunge to get your perks. So that's pretty much where the wonder weapon slot's going to go. Just make sure you have, this weapon, maybe a shotgun, or a gun that has some type of high damage output, like an auto rifle. An LMG, you can take in. I just noticed that they're pretty weak on the zombies, so they're pretty much useless until you get into the boss fight. But if you pretty much got to take whatever best gun you get, because you're only going to get a finite amount of spins to get the setup you want. Once you feel that you have a good secondary and you have your executioners all packed up, go ahead and melee the toilet once you spin. And it's going to go ahead and turn the toilet to the heavenly toilet. You just need to melee it 10 times. And then after it turns into the heaven toilet, if you keep meleeing it, it will give you all the perks on the map. Another thing you get, as you can see, is the heavenly plunger, which melees a lot quicker. So just know that it works a lot better than the original plunger. And then another thing too is you're going to definitely get a wonder weapon anytime you flush the toilet now that it's heavenly. The only problem is that it costs $10,000 per spin. To get into the boss fight, you need $50,000. So just kind of make your best judgment on what you think you want to do, as far as how much spins and money and round you're at, because there's going to be a point in time where you can't stay here anymore. So you kind of almost got to take whatever loadout, RNG gave you. As you can see here, it gave me the acid gat, which is not bad. It's definitely not bad. I wasn't able to take this into the boss fight because on this particular run the boss fight glitched. I had to rerun it to get into the boss fight. But the acid gat is good for this part. I just don't know if it's good for the ads that the boss spawns into the boss fight, because they're not zombies. They're like little towers of poo, basically, that act like zombies, but they're a little bit more hardened, I guess. Like they have a little bit more HP, it feels like. So whenever you're done setting up, which is going to take a lot of points, I still need $13,000 on this run, go ahead and interact with the boss fight. Now the toilet has two interact things. You have the 10,000 interact thing, and then you have the 50,000 boss fight. As you can see right here, this is my first run trying to get into the boss fight, so I didn't know where the interact thing was, but it's actually right in the middle of the toilet, which I'll show you. Because obviously I had to do it on a different run. So we'll go ahead and show you where to interact with that boss fight. Just kind of, at this moment, get set up, get the 50,000, get the wonder weapon you like, and then that's the point of time you can get into the boss fight. As you can see, like, you only saw for that split second there to interact with the 50,000. I just didn't know where exactly it was. So this is very finicky. So as you can see, like right there, like you have to get it in the kind of sweet spot, like right there. So if you look right here, and as long as you're in there, it stays there. So if you can get that spot like somewhere in the middle of the toilet, like right there in front of it, like almost on the tile, that's where the prompt is for the boss fight. So if you want to kind of do like, if you're on the last stall, like me here, this is kind of what you need to do if you want to, guarantee you get into the boss fight at the right time. Just kind of line it up when the round ends, just so you can get in. I'm going to go ahead and interact here, and this is where the boss fight glitched out for me, because the minute that I unpause it, because I wasn't quite ready, I just wanted to pause it real second and take a drink of water before going into the boss fight, and it spawned me automatically back. As you can see, like the boss still has a health. He's there. I'm just not there. For some reason I just got teleported back into the map. So that's the reason why I kind of suggest not going into this last stall too, because I think that it has something to do with it. But yeah, so if this happens on your run, unfortunately you're gonna have to restart if you want to complete the boss fight, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen in your run. But let me show you the run we actually got in. Yeah, even in the middle stall it seems a little finicky, but it seems to work a little bit better. Kind of the same thing, you need to line it up. It looks like just a little bit off the stall, at the very the tip of the stall, and it seems like the prompt is right there. So when you get into the boss fight, you do have some worries here. This one I wasn't able to actually complete it again because I had the Wonder Waff, and I want to show you a part here why the Wonder Waff is kind of doo-doo for this boss fight. It doesn't work at all for the things that he spawns. So if you get the Waff, don't use it because it's definitely not useful. What you really want is the Thunder Gun. Now these poop guys that he spawns are a major problem. They stack up like that, and each one of them hits you. So if one little tower comes here, he's like hitting you like 3 times at once. So you want to take care of those guys as soon as possible. Also, during the phase of this boss fight, as you can see, he shortens the playing field for you. So when you're in this little square here, you don't want to worry about too much damage in the boss. You just want to worry about the flies, because they do damage to you, and then worry about the poop things that he spawns. And unfortunately, like I said, on this run, I didn't have the Thunder Gun or a good weapon for the poo. So, I just kind of did my best. As you can see right there, I got 3 hit, 4 hit right there. So it's very, very dangerous if you don't have a weapon that can take care of those ads that he spawns. As you can see on this particular run, I pretty much got him to like less than half. But you'll see here what I'm talking about with the poo that he spawns. There, just instantly got taken out because they get camouflaged in that black water, so it's a little bit hard to see as they're coming. So just kind of be careful and time it out as best as you can. All right, so on this run we have our setup. We have our Thunder Gun, we have a high damage somewhat assault rifle, and we have our executioners. As you can see, that's the reason why the Thunder Gun is super important in this fight. Like I said, I don't know if the acid gat does even work, maybe, because I don't know if those things would be attracted to the acid gat. And the Venom X, I don't think that's very useful because of the delayed explosion, unless you can get used to the explosion. But overall, you're gonna want the Thunder Gun, and since it does take only 20-30 minutes a run to get to the boss, if you don't get it, there's always the next run, but obviously that's the one that you want. You can definitely try the other wonder weapons in the boss fight, but I've tried the Waff and the Thunder Gun. Didn't have a chance to try the acid gat when I got it, unfortunately. But the Thunder Gun is pretty much the way to go. It takes care of all the flies that he spawns alongside doing a little damage to him and taking care of the poop that he spawns. So definitely want to try to get the Thunder Gun. Just as I said before, just be careful when he does shorten his field here. The nice thing is when he was outside, he didn't spawn in the little poo guys until a little bit later, like right there. So I was able to put some damage into him. But here, like I said, you only really want to worry about killing the ads around him. And as you can see, the Thunder Gun does do a little bit of damage to him, not much. But GG's, you have completed Poop of the Dead. There's no buyout to this map, so once you do complete the boss, you'll be spawned into where you originally started. Is just that all the stalls will be opened. And when you get in, you'll notice that the toilets have changed, and each one of them has like a different perk. Don't forget to interact with the records here. You have a toilet that gives you power-ups. You have a toilet that gives you all your perks. And a toilet for a gun. So I'm guessing, I never flushed it, but I'm guessing it will be a pack-a-punch gun. But all those 3 toilets will be changed. You can stay in the map as long as you want. You know, try to go some high rounds. But that is it. GG's. You have completed the map. Now, if you did like this video, please don't forget to leave a like, and if I did earn your subscription, please don't forget to subscribe. I just want to wish you a very, very happy day, and I'll catch you in the next one.